and thank you for joining us in the Holler, a Visit Mountaineer Country podcast. My name is Rachel, and with me today I have my co-hosts, Hannah and Stella. We have a great episode lined up for you, and before we get into it, I want to introduce you to our podcast team. You'll be hearing a lot from us. So, Hannah, to kick us off, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Myself. Okay. I was fully prepared to talk about the organization, but I wasn't prepared to talk about myself.
We'll get to that.
Okay, so for the good people listening, my name is Hannah Winnott. I have lived in Morgantown, West Virginia since 2017 when I came here for school and never left. So I am a local now, a townie as the locals here like to call it. I am married to my best friend Eric, and we have a almost 1-year-old daughter, Nora.
Is she really almost one?
She's almost one. We are planning a first birthday party next month, actually at the Aquatic Center. So have fun using a tourism partner there. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I like to craft. I like to hang out with my friends, go on walks, just, living my little suburban new mom, new wife life.
Yeah. And we love when you bring your baby to the office.
Yes, she is our little mascot.
She is the cutest. Well, we met in school together.
We did.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago, we did. That does seem like forever ago.
Yeah.
We had like a year overlap or a 2-year overlap or something like that.
We worked at the paper together and then had Spanish class together.
We did.
And then when I was getting ready to graduate with my master's a little over a year ago, you texted me and was like, hey, Visit Mountaineer Country has a position coming open. I would love for you to apply.
I did.
And I said, okay. I'm not really sure what Visit Mountaineer Country is, though. And you so lovingly told me what Visit Mountaineer Country is. Would you mind sharing with the listeners what Visit Mountaineer Country is?
Sure, I will absolutely do that. I will say it's probably going to be a little less spicy than what I told you. I feel like I gave you like the behind-the-scenes, fun, exciting, sexy version of Visit Mountaineer Country. Since we don't have that much time today, I'll give like the high level, here's my elevator pitch.
Yes.
Who we are, what we do.
Yes.
So Visit Mountaineer Country is a destination marketing and management organization in North Central West Virginia. Now, I know that's word salad, a lot of like buzzwords being used there, but I promise I'm going to get into it. So, as a destination marketing and management organization, we are called Mountaineer Country because we represent North Central West Virginia. It's a 7-county region that was identified by the State Department of Tourism. And those counties involved Monongalia, which is where we are today, Preston, Taylor, Barber, Marion, Harrison, and Doddridge counties. Like I said, all in North Central West Virginia. Our organization particularly, like all CVBs in the state, to my knowledge, is funded by lodging tax. And that essentially means that our main goal here is to attract people to the area, engage with them, get them to stay here, spend the night, and then spend their dollars here. So go to our local businesses, eat in our local restaurants, use our hotels, our cabins, Airbnbs, things of that nature. Our mission is one more night, one more dollar to benefit the communities that we serve. So like I just said, get them to stay here, get them to, utilize our partners, go to our attractions, take pictures at places like Cooper's Rock. And we have marketing campaigns, and everything we do is data-based, of course, and strategies and all of that jazz that we use throughout the year to kind of base how we're spending the tax dollars and how we're engaging with visitors and how we get them to come to West Virginia, to come to Mountaineer Country specifically, stay here, learn to love it here, return, and kind of make that connection with them that way.
Yeah, and just really quickly, how did you get involved with Visit Mountaineer Country?
So funny. So kind of similar to your story, not entirely the same. I was finishing up grad school. I did a 1-year online program, and I got a message on LinkedIn one day from Susan Riddle, our president and CEO, saying, hey, Hannah, I heard a lot about you through some connections that she had at the university, I think one of my former professors or something like that. And she said, would love to interview you. We have a position open. My predecessor was actually leaving to go to law school. And they contacted me. It was actually during the pandemic, I think towards the tail end of the pandemic. And so we got on a call quickly. I met with the entire team. I wasn't able to start full-time right away because I was still in grad school and finishing that up. But they made accommodations. They said, you're the right fit. You can work here part-time. We'd love to have you, and then we'll move you into a full-time position. And so I came here. I loved it. I've been kind of growing the position alongside Susan since I started about 4.5 years ago. and it's been a really great fit for me, and working in tourism is always a delight. The people you meet, getting to see the place that you live through the eyes of a visitor every day because of the work that you're doing is very rewarding. Um, and so, yeah, it's just been a really great experience for me. Getting to meet people like you, have our interns come in. They get to, know and love the area more than just coming to school here. So, a lot of great rewarding benefits from working in tourism.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So now that I've told you a little bit about me, or maybe a lot about me and the organization, why don't you tell us about this podcast?
I would love to tell you about this podcast. I think it was maybe a couple months ago, you and I were just kind of talking about like what is the next thing we can do? How can we better be serving our partners and how can we better be promoting our region? And it came up that we should start a podcast. I think any girl I know that is in her mid 20s and likes to talk a lot has at one point or another said, we should start a podcast.
I was just about to say that when you said we should start a podcast. It seems like we're like sitting in someone's basement with glasses of wine. That's not how this happened, folks.
Yes, this was an actual creative
business meeting.
Yes. Brainstorming was involved. There were notebooks and whiteboards and
but
proposals. No wine, not a word. But that's sort of how this got started, is how do we continue to be innovative in marketing our destination. So the Holler is a destination development podcast where we'll be talking with and highlighting our tourism partners from around the region. So whether you're planning a trip to Mountaineer Country or even if you're a local looking for your next weekend adventure, this is the show for you.
Love that. This is the show for you.
It is, and I really appreciate you sitting and chatting, but I want to give Stella over here a chance to share as well.
Yeah, and no better person I can think of to talk about our partners and their involvement on the podcast than Miss Stella herself.
Yeah, so Stella, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so as you guys already know, I'm a Morgantown local, born and raised here, been here my whole life. I really love a lot about Morgantown. There's so much to do. A lot of my family lives here. I met my future husband here. I'm engaged, so yeah. But I love traveling, so this job is just perfect for me. All about tourism, getting to know new things in the area. There's always something new around the corner. Even if you're like me and you've lived here your whole life, you'll find something new to do every single day. So that's something I really like about our area, is there's really a lot to do, even if you're into art and history, or maybe if you're more outdoorsy and you like riding bikes, doing whitewater rafting. There's just something for everyone.
Yeah, and I think you are like the most qualified person to tell us that, being a local who now works in tourism.
Yeah. It's funny because I always said like, oh, I just want to move, but now my job is promoting our area and it just makes me love it so much more. And now I'm like, I could never move because I love it here and all my people are here.
So one of the things we're going to be doing on this podcast is talking with our tourism partners who you work really closely with.
Yes.
So could you talk a little bit about what you do with our tourism partners and maybe explain what a tourism partner is?
Yeah. One thing about our job, working in tourism in the area, every day is different, which makes it really fun. Some things we do, we have a Mountaineer Deals program where we partner with local tourism-friendly businesses where they offer a coupon to encourage visitors and locals to check out their spot. But also we have a ton of different initiatives for our tourism partners. Basically, being a tourism partner is you're a local business and establishment who is just looking for different ways to get promoted, bring more people in, and really get your name out there. And we really love working with all of our partners. We have tourism partners who are restaurants, but also maybe tourism partners who are mayors in a city in one of our service areas. So there's a lot surrounding our tourism partners, and they can be involved in many different ways. Some of the things that I do in my job, we teach Leave No Trace to the fifth graders in our areas. West Virginia is a really, really naturally beautiful state, so we're thinking, how can we teach our youth how to take care of the environment so we can have people keep coming and enjoying, whether they live here or if they're coming to visit and say, check out Cooper's Rock or something. So working with partners, working with our schools, working with the local municipalities, there's a lot involved in our job with our tourism partners.
Yes, absolutely there is. And we are going to have lots of opportunities
Yes.
to chat with them on this show. Well, thank you so much, Stella, and thank you to Hannah as well. I am so excited for y'all to be joining us on this little podcasting adventure. We have a lot of fun things planned for this show, and listeners can expect to hear from all kinds of unique and exciting people here in Mountaineer Country. We hope you'll stick around to hear stories about cryptids, hidden gems for foodies, inspiring stories from small business owners, and so much more. If you have an idea for someone we should have on the show or a topic you'd like us to cover, leave a comment on this episode or email info@visitmountaineercountry.com with the subject line podcast. To learn more about Visit Mountaineer Country, head to visitmountaineercountry.com or check us out on social media at Visit Mountaineer Country. Thanks again for joining us in the Holler. That's all for now. We'll holler at you soon.